That's the
Hello,
chair, not me.
and welcome to another fun, scary edition of Ghost Stories Told from the South. I'm your host, Stephen LeBooth.
And I'm your co-host, Stephanie Booth.
She is our special guest for tonight, on this creepy, scary night. How's everybody doing tonight? I don't. That's just. I don't say blah blah blah.
You sure about that?
I don't sound like that. Anyways, how's everybody doing? Well, I'm going to get my daughter Steph in here from time to time to get her more experience podcasting and stuff, because she has a podcast called What's Really Out There, and you guys might need to check it out. It's kind of groovy. But it's on Spotify and all these other fine platforms with it, and she's got a YouTube channel too, so... Anyways, I hope everybody's doing great. Just want to say thank you again to everybody. Our numbers just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's amazing. You guys are good to us. I love it, love it, love it.
Bagel's butt.
And you need to quit that.
What?
This is scary stories, not talking about your cat's bootay.
But he is thick.
No, he's not. He's lost weight. It's weird, okay. Off the subject real quick. She has a cat. He's a cool cat, man. I got no complaints. He's a good inside-outside cat. But he lost a little weight. He was sick. But even though he's a little slender, he's one of them cats that's built thick. Even though he looks thick, but he don't weigh that much. It's hard to explain because when he sits down, his butt's the size of a double wide.
Yes.
But anyways, back to the main reason we're here, to tell some scary stories. I got some stuff to talk about. Steph does. You got enough light over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Made it fun.
Well, I guess I will let her start it off, and then I'll come in there. But, and by the way, like I said, I switched up. We did lighthouses for... I think December and February, just a little bit of November and into December and a little bit of January. So now I'm switching my routes and I'm covering haunted highways and stuff across the whole world. And then I'm going to start going like state to state, finding all these creepy roads and bridges. You know, you never know what you might find.
We're going to make them walk to every state.
Yes.
No, we're not. We're not that mean.
Well, I guess I'll let you go ahead and go there, McLovin.
So, in 2006, there was a...
Okay, sorry about that. I moved something and it went... So.
It's all his fault.
Yeah. All right.
But
you
anyway,
go first.
In 2006, there was this woman. I didn't write her name down just for privacy purposes. But she was 3 months pregnant. She got a dirt cheap house.
See? That right there, guys. If y'all listen to the stories I tell... Even the ghost stories I watch, it always starts out with a cheap-ass house. It's like a 2-story house for $100,000, and you're like, this is like a $3,000 house. Why is it so cheap?
History.
Well, because of the history in it, and there's a massacre.
No, stop. But anyway, she got a dirt cheap house for her and her, I think, fiance or... I think it was her husband. And she thought it was the perfect home. Had, I think, 2-bedroom, a bathroom, or, you know. Yeah. And they needed an extra room for the baby. So, it was perfect. Well, she noticed, because her husband was always on the road and, like, the oil field and what he used to do.
Yeah.
He was doing that.
Working in the oil field.
Yeah, something
for
like that.
J.R. Ewing.
But he was always on the road and he was rarely home. So she would be home alone.
Yeah.
And they had a pool in the back. Well, turns out a 22-year-old woman drowned, I think, 2-year-old? Her daughter.
Yeah, I think she was a 2-year-old.
Yeah. Drowned her 2-year-old daughter in the pool. And then drowned herself in the pool, so... The lady that bought the house would always go swimming at night and
just to relax and stuff, you know.
She loved it. And then she came
See that right there? It was a big, nice house. Because I watched the first part of this.
Yeah.
And then I went and was doing some stuff. But
Yeah.
the house was awesome. It was like a 2-story
Yes, it was
house,
real
plenty of
beautiful.
room. I mean, it had a living room, a big kitchen, a little dining room right there to eat, and you could look
Yeah.
out the window. And then it had like,
You would love that dining room.
oh God! Then it had a huge pool in the back, and it was like
Yes.
dirt cheap and they was just renting it.
Yeah.
But what was weird too, what should have thrown a red flag up was the woman who sold the house. She said she'll need how much down? I mean, a lot of money down. And they go, why so much down? That way, so if you broke your lease, they didn't lose any money. Because apparently the seller didn't tell the woman,
That
hey, people are just leaving out of here.
Yeah,
and
not even telling them.
not saying nothing. I don't know what's going on, or tell them the truth.
Yeah.
She didn't tell them nothing. She just said, that's why we got to do it, because people keep moving out. And they're like, why would they move out of this house? Probably because it's haunted, Dippy.
Yeah, but I didn't write most of it down, short. But she was swimming in the pool one night. She got out, got dressed in her pajamas, and she was washing dishes. She got done, and she saw when she was looking at the house, she found this shoe.
Oh yeah,
that big.
That shoe one of them baby shoes.
And she's like, "Oh, look how cute this is." She put it in her car, and then when she got done with the dishes, she went outside and got bored and
Was sweeping the pool or something, wasn't
she was getting all the leaves out, and she found the exact baby shoe. And she thought it was the other baby shoe. And her husband was home. And she was like, "Did you put this in the pool?" I found it in the pool. And he didn't know. He was just like, "That's her lucky baby shoe. Why would she
because
in the pool?"
didn't she really flip out?
She was like, "Oh my
and be
God."
like, where's my shoe? You took my shoe.
And she went in the car and it was gone. It was the exact
And then she
baby
curled
shoe.
up in the corner and was going, my precious,
No, she wasn't.
shoe.
She was not, Dad.
Sorry if I did that, but yeah, it's kind of dry. It's a dry winter here in Texas.
Yes. Very dry.
And my allergies are
I
just
don't know why I'm pulling it over.
just hacking up big old nasty ghost. I am cleansed.
Yeah, but the night after that, after she told her husband that, he went back on the road, and the back door is open, and she saw tiny footprints, like the shoe size,
Yeah.
and they led up all the way to the baby's room.
See, F that. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, checking out. I'm done.
And when she, the night before, or that same night, when she found them, she went swimming in the pool. When she rose up, to take a breath, she saw the 2-year-old standing right here, face to face with her. And
Oh,
then
God.
She closed her eyes. I get why.
Yeah, I would have closed my eyes, too. I would have ran. I'd have been running on the water. But didn't one time she was in bed and the woman that drowned
Oh yeah, she looked over and she the woman was just
was dead,
coughing
and I was like, oops, sorry, was all zombified, and just rolled over and looked at her and went,
yeah. I am in the mornings.
Yeah. Will you go ahead and is her next one kind of short?
No.
Okay. Well then, let's do this real quick. We're going to take a quick break real quick and come right back. And I'll probably do a story and then you will. So that's the plan.
I didn't even finish her story, but okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were done. Go ahead. My bad.
No,
we're not going anywhere, folks. Sorry about that.
You lied. Anyway. Yeah, but the next day, her husband didn't know. He was still on the road, and he got a priest to come to the house and try to bless him.
Oh, yeah, that part was creepy.
He was there, he, only blessed, he was like, "Oh, dear Father, godly Father," and then after that one sentence, he ran to the bathroom and started vomiting. And then after he was
Then he
done,
started, blood started coming out of his eyes.
And he just didn't acknowledge she was there when she came out of the house. and it's like he went blank. And a couple days later, when her husband got home, two priests came to the house.
Sorry.
One of them was an unknown priest, and he was walking with that same priest a couple days after. And when she looked at the priest that tried to bless the house, his eyes were like gray, like not colored. They were like lightly colored, kind of like Bagel's gums.
Yeah.
And he's been speaking Latin for a couple of days, and he said she wants the baby, she wants the baby, she wants the baby. The 22-year-old.
Oh, because she's pregnant.
Yeah, 3 months pregnant.
She's like, if I can't have a baby because I killed it, no one can.
Yeah.
So I guess if you live there and you're not pregnant, it's a good house to live in. But if you're pregnant or with a kid, don't live there.
Yeah. Yeah, and she could not stay there anymore. It was like they only stayed in the house for like 2-3 more months, and her husband had to pack all the stuff up by himself because she stayed in a hotel and she would not go back to that house.
I don't blame her.
Yeah. And one
That's
night,
crazy.
she thought her husband got home early, and the woman, the 22-year-old, she was brushing her hair like that. And that's when she looked over, and she was there.
Ugh.
In that closet.
Yeah.
Because her bed and the closet were maybe a couple feet apart. She looked in the closet, and she thought the woman was there, and I'm pretty sure she came behind her.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then they put up the baby monitor because just getting ready for the baby. And they set it all up, and they put the baby monitor in there. And the wife was in her room.
Yeah.
And she saw this woman. She was just staring at the wall. And he was like, he yelled at the...
Oh, so the husband seen her?
Yeah, he seen that woman, and he was like, staring at that baby crib's not going to get the baby here any faster. And then when he looked away, she was like right here at the camera. Her eyes were all dark, and... Yeah. I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
I would be like,
Screw this.
Yeah. And they moved out a couple months after that, and I'm pretty sure their baby's 100% born. Because, wow, this was in 2006.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had my baby since 2006.
That's crazy.
And
See, guys,
2022?
think about it now. If you ever run across a house, I don't give a shit how it looks, how big it is, the price on it. Don't buy it. There's something wrong with it. A murder happened there. Something happened. So
Suicide.
Don't buy it.
Homicide.
Don't. Well, I guess it's my turn. Like I said, I'm going to be covering roads. And on this episode, well, before I go into that real quick, let me throw in this little ad right here, and we will be right back. You ever look up at the sky at night and look at the stars and wonder, are we the only ones really out here?
Have you ever wondered how much our government hides from us?
Have you ever wondered why so many mysteries go unsolved? What really happens? What's the clues? What's the evidence?
Ever wonder if Bigfoot or Mothman is real?
Then, if so, come listen to this podcast called
What's Really Out
There.
And I am your host, Stephanie Booth.
And I am your co-host, Stephen Booth Hafaja. And if you're into UFOs,
unsolved murders,
mysteries, unexplained stuff that happened, urban legends, we're into all of that. Conspiracy stuff too. We go dive into that. So if you're looking for a new podcast that tells that kind of stuff, then you need to listen to What's Really Out There. And we are on Spotify and iHeart and Pandora, I think. But we are pretty much on every platform. We have a YouTube channel too, so go check that out. It's called What's Really Out There. So come check us out. Once again, I'm your co-host, Stephen Booth.
And I'm your host, Stephanie Booth, and this is
What's Really Out There. We'll see you at the next episode, guys. All right, hope you enjoyed that little commercial. Anyways, I'm going to be going over, like I said, roads and stuff. And here's the roads I'm going to be covering in this episode. Clinton Road, Clinton Road, it's in the U.S. The Tuen Mun Road, it's in Hong Kong. And then the A3 motorway in Kurita. And then Sweet Hollow Road, that's in the U.S. I'll close the show up with Boy Scout Lane.
It's in Jackson there.
So, yeah, I guess I'll go first and I'll talk about the Clinton Road. You might have heard about this road. That's where the Clintons live.
It's the chair, Dad.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Sorry, Max.
Max.
Okay. The Clinton Road, named for a long defunct settlement. Clinton Road is a 10-mile stretch of a desolate, badly maintained asphalt in Pesa County, New Jersey. The road in the wild surroundings are notorious for an electric mix of urban legends. There are ghosts under the bridges and Satanists in the woods. There's always that devil Satan people in the freaking woods, man. That creeps me out sometimes. Satanist in the woods, and a castle above the reservoir, and a hitman dumping ground too.
Oh,
so this has a lot of history here, a lot. If this place was used to dump mob deaths, yeah. Okay, we're gonna start out with the Dead Man's Curve and the Ghost Boy.
Let's go live there.
That's okay. One of the most well-known legends tied to Clinton Road concerns a bridge near its infamous Dead Man's Curve and a dead boy. According to some, if you place a quarter on the yellow line, it will be returned to you at midnight by a boy drowned underneath that very bridge.
Oh my God.
In other accounts, the coins tossed into the water well will be thrown back, and people see the reflection in their in the surface, or see his reflection in the surface. So you throw your coins in there, and he kicks them back out, and then you'll see his reflection instead of yours. Yeah.
I don't want to go there. Never mind.
There are correlating police reports for these legends. So the most likely explanation for these stories is that the boy under the bridge is just an urban legend. Nevertheless, he's one of the most potent residents on Clinton Road, and people continue to see him. So go see that bridge, see if you can see that little boy. Hey, if anybody's up in the New Jersey area, email me. Tell me about that stuff.
Oh, cool thing is my pen pal actually lives in New Jersey. Yeah.
Ask her about Clinton Road.
Oh, she already sent out the letters.
Excuse me. Oh, well, when you do it again.
One of my friends actually used to live in New Jersey, Memphis.
Okay, now we're gonna do Ghost with Road Rage. The boy at Dead Man's Curve isn't the only ghost said to inhabit Clinton Road. There are hundreds of stories about people who have driven the road at night and been chased by phantom vehicles for the entire length. That's fucking crazy.
Ghost vehicles?
Yes. While you're driving, there's like headlights behind you chasing you the whole time. Yeah.
Brake check.
Yeah. Well, it's a ghost. It just go right through you. Sometimes there is an entire vehicle sighted, but sometimes they say it's just a floating pair of headlights in the distance.
Oh.
See, and then like I said, they see them, and then they'll vanish, or the car will. Though all makes and models of vehicles have been seen, one of the more regular manifestations is the girl in the Camaro. I'll drive her car. According to the legend, this ghost is a teenage girl who died after crashing her Camaro on Clinton Road in 1988. Any mention of her while driving the road at night is supposed to trigger a violent specter that runs down the offending vehicle before crashing into the trees. So it saves your life. Kind of, tells you, hey, I guess if you're fixing a crash, it tells you. That's pretty nice. But like her friend under the bridge, there is really no concrete evidence or police reports of a girl in a Camaro dying. Well, maybe she did die there, and nobody ever found her. Yeah. Maybe she had a wreck, because, I mean, it is pretty desolate, and it's a little roads in the country. She might have rode off into a ditch, and no one ever seen her in the car, and everything just, in time, nature took over.
Yeah.
That'd be a sucky way to go. All right. Clinton Road's Durdink Temple. Just east of the road, there is a stretch console stone structure. Local urban legend states that it is an ancient Druidic temple where rituals and sacrifices were conducted at that terrible things befell those who took too closely. Means if you got too close, you has to be haunted. The real purpose of the structure, however, is much more practical. Practical. Sorry for the ruffling around. It's an iron smelter built in 1826. It's listed on the National Registry of Historic Places as the Clinton Furnace, and has been such since 1976. Currently, it is under jurisdiction of the Newark Water Department and has been fenced off to prevent anyone from entering and possibly getting injured. There are still numerous modern reports of strange people having ceremonies around it, but these are likely just stories who have misunderstood, been handed down and misunderstood through the years. So no one really understands the structures of the origin or their purpose. Wow. Now we're going to go over, this one's called Welcome to the Jungle, and I don't know why. Besides the ghost in the misunderstood temple, Clinton Road claims to be the home to a magnolia of strange animals. Some are more like centipedes in nature, like the hellhounds, unkindly wolves that could be related to skinwalkers, and according to one story sent into the Weird New Jersey magazine, a dog that's floating inside of running. Oh, it's floating instead of running. That's what the guy's saying. Yeah, there's a dog that floats that don't run. Ain't that crazy? See, we gotta go to New Jersey. And then now we have the Cross Castle. In 1905, a man named Richard Cross built a castle near Clinton Road for his wife and 3 children. There are no reports of any weird activity in it until after he died in it in 1917, after which the property was sold to the city of Newark. A fire destroyed most of the wooden structure, but the stone walls remained intact. The place became a spot for teenagers to drink and party. This is when the reports of satanic symbols and rituals going on in the place began. That's just my phone.
Stupid.
Reports in Weird New Jersey magazine state that people have had seizures while in the structure, found unexplained bruises on their bodies, or had strange visions that they have been here before. And then there's satanic symbols and other graffiti were found on the walls. Legend stresses that parts of the castle in which most of these symbols occurred are most likely inaccessible, but it is uncertain whether this is true or not. The city of Newark knocked down the rest of the castle in 1988 because it was attracting numerous people, and they didn't want people getting hurt. But the foundation is still visible, and several hiking trails lead directly to the site. So let's go on a hiking trip. What do you say? All right, I got 2 more from Clinton Road.
I thought I was going to do one.
Well, this is one. This is like Clinton Road. All of this is... damn it, sorry. All of this is revolving around Clinton Road. And the last one is about the hitman.
I said before, there's a hitman spot where they dumped all their victims.
Yeah. One of Clinton Road's more visible legends is the professional killer used the woods surrounding in its dumping grounds for their victims. This is what the mob would use to come dump their bodies. While a widespread use is unlikely, there is at least one instance of it actually happening. In May of 1983, a cyclist saw some vultures on the side of the road. Upon investigating, he found a body. The man was identified as Daniel DePenner, a local car thief that had been alleged involved with the mafia in the nearby New York. An autopsy determined that foul play was involved and uncovered something strange: ice crystals in the blood vessels near his heart. His internal organs had also decayed much faster than his skin, and the doctor determined that he had been frozen for some time after death in order to confuse investigators as to when he died. Wow. The investigation led to a notorious hitman, Richard Kiltzer, a.k.a. the Iceman, who confessed to killing Damper after he was arrested in 1986. Wait. I remember the story about the Iceman.
Is that the same?
He was a famous.
Huh?
Is
that the same Richard that owned that castle?
No, he didn't. This has nothing to do with the castle. Nothing. This is totally different. The mob, they would hire this guy to kill people for them, and then he would go dump their bodies there. So that's why it's called the graveyard. Yeah, that's creepy. Man, that place sounds cool. That's got a lot of stuff to really get you, if you know what I mean. That's crazy. Well, we will be right back Gonna take a little break.
Well, how's everybody doing today? It's your good old friend Uncle Dickie from Borderline Texas Trash. The most popular podcast in the world today. It's climbing up the charts faster than freaking slime on a stein, baby. Well, if you're wondering, what the hell is Borderline Texas Trash about? And who is its sumbitch Uncle Boo? Well, Uncle Boo is the most recognizable voice in podcasting today, babies. We gonna get funky like a monkey on some turnip greens. I'm coming in on white lightning, baby, on a silver saddle to bring you the best of Borderline Texas Trash, baby. I'm your host of the show, Uncle Boo. We go over everything. We do a little bit of politics at the end, but not much. I don't step into that bullshit a whole lot. But we have fun. I go over stupid world news of the day, talk about stuff from the past, what the cost of living or stuff was like that. And we just talk about all sorts of fucking fun facts, do a little joking around, and my niece joins the show sometimes. We do a little segment called Ash Handy's Garage on Friday nights, baby. That's our live show we do sometimes. And then I got the uncle that I talk to down in Boothville, Louisiana, and he calls sometimes. We have a little show called Uncle Dickie's Corner. So you guys come check out Texas Borderline Texas Trash, baby. I know you will love it. We are on every platform you can think of. Spotify, Stitcher, Pandora, iHeart. We're on everything. We're even on Podbean, man. We even got our own YouTube channel. We even got an Instagram account, and we got our Facebook account. So go check us out, man, and come listen to the show. You'll get to listen to Ash Handy, Uncle Boo, Uncle Dickie, and all the most recognizable voices in this motherfucking podcast in the world today, babies. Because we will get funky like a monkey, I guarantee it. Let's just say, baby, I've wined and dined with kings and queens, slept in dumpsters, ate pork and beans, baby. But I am your host of the show, Uncle Boo, Borderline Texas Trash. Don't forget about it. If you want to listen to a show to just get your mind off this crazy world and all the COVID and politics bullshit, come check my show out. Come check me and my crazy family out. Some of the shit we do live shows from the barbecue. So I'll see you later. Bye.
Well, welcome back, everybody. We're going to do some more scary stories. I hope you all have been enjoying the show so far. These are pretty good. Well, hell.
In 2003,
sorry,
this woman, I wrote her name down. I'm just not going to say it here. I'm going to do it.
I'm going to make it brighter.
Here.
Hey, come on, we're recording. Okay.
It's as bright as it goes.
Anyways, back to the hotel.
2003, I wrote her name down, but I'm not going to say it. I'm going to call her S. That's the beginning of her name, but anyway.
Lady S.
Yeah.